Hey everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing about the blue-green deployment model, and we'll also look into how Elastic Beanstalk helps us achieving this specific deployment strategy. So let's go ahead and understand in overview about the blue-green deployment model. So the blue-green deployment model is basically it is aimed to reduce the overall downtime by having two identical production-like environments within your cloud. So let's take an example. You have a blue environment and you have a green environment over here. So these environments are very identical. Now at an instant of time, all the production traffic goes to a single environment. Now since both of these environments are identical, now let's assume that you have a blue environment which is live production environment where all your production traffic is going into. Now tomorrow there is a big update to your application that needs to be made, which is tested in dev and stage. But however, many times it happens that even though updates are tested in dev and stage, you put it in production and your website goes down. And in order to minimize the downtime, you use a blue-green deployment model where currently since all your production traffic is going into the blue environment and you have a green environment which is very identical, or I would say it is identical to the production blue environment, what you do is you push the updates to the green environment and you test whether everything is working properly or not. And once you have tested that all the updates to the green environment is working perfectly and the application is responding correctly, what you do is you switch the production traffic from the blue environment to the green environment, and green environment will start to serve with the updated application. Now, in this type of approach, even if let's assume that green environment something went wrong and green environment is not working, what you can easily do is you can remove this connectivity and again you can send all the traffic back to the blue environment. So it is very easy to roll back, and this deployment strategy is actually used in Amazon and a lot of other organizations, and it is a proven strategy. Now, Elastic Beanstalk allows us to achieve the blue-green deployment again with a very simple point and click tool. So let's go ahead and look into how we can achieve that. So I'm in my Elastic Beanstalk console. So if you know, the first thing that we really need is we need two identical environments. So currently in Beanstalk, we only have one environment. So we also need to have one more environment which is very identical. So in order to do that, Elastic Beanstalk allows us to have an option called as clone environment, which basically clones the entire environment of my current Beanstalk application. So I'll go ahead and click on clone environment. I'll name this as clone and I'll click on clone. Perfect. So it is cloning the environment. So if you just know, if we have currently one environment, but we'll consider the environment that we have in Elastic Beanstalk as blue environment. So what we did, we went to blue environment, we did a right click and we clicked on clone environment. So now Elastic Beanstalk will create a green environment which is identical to this specific blue environment. So let's just wait for a moment for the new environment to be created. Perfect. So it seems that the environment is created and our EC2 instance is up and running. So just to quickly verify, I'll click on the URL and this is the Nginx, and just to verify if everything is working as expected, I'll do a test HTML and it should give us the welcome to EB extensions video. Great. So this is a perfect cloned environment. So now what we have two environments which are very identical, and the next step that we'll do is we'll create an update. So what we'll do is we already have a EB extensions. So now within the 02files.config, let me make a small change and I'll say welcome to EB, or I would say welcome to blue green deployment model video, and I'll click on save. So let's assume that this is a update that we have made to the application. Now, once we have made the update, we again have to create a zip file. Let me create a zip file and I'll name it eb_app01.zip. Perfect. So this eb_app01_zip contains our updated application. So as per as the blue-green deployment model, if blue environment is live in the production, the new update that we will be making it to the green environment. Once it is in the green environment, we'll test everything is working perfectly. And if everything is working perfectly, we will switch the production traffic from the blue environment to the green environment. Perfect. So this is our cloned environment. Now what we will do is we'll click on upload and deploy and we'll update the latest zip file which contains our latest code, and I'll click on deploy. Perfect. So our new application got deployed successfully. So just to quickly verify if everything is working as expected, I'll click on the URL again, and this time I'll go to test.html. And now you see the updated code is working perfectly. So currently what stage we are in, we have a green environment cloned. It is very similar to the blue environment, and we have made an update to the green environment which seems to be working perfectly. So now, since all the production traffic is going to the blue environment, what we want is we want to switch the production traffic to not go to blue environment, and it should all go to the green environment. So this is also possible with the help of Beanstalk. So let's look into how we can do that. So I'll go to the custom packed environment and I'll go to actions. I'll click on swap environment URLs. To which environment I have to swap the URLs? I have to swap the URL with the cloned environment, and I'll click on swap. So this will go ahead and swap. So let me take the DNS name. So this is the DNS name, and currently if you will see, the name got swapped and our custom packed environment has a new URL basically. So if I click over here and if I do a test.html, you have a newer updated code over here. So the completed swapping CNAME. So this basically swaps the CNAME with the newer clone environment. So this is what the blue-green deployment model is all about. And again, Elastic Beanstalk makes it quite simple. So all you have to do is like you have to click and everything will be done for you. Even if you want to restart the application, you just click on restart app server, and again, that is something that will be done for you. So this is the high-level overview about the blue-green deployment and how Beanstalk allows us to perform the blue-green deployment as well. So this is it about this video. I hope this has been informative for you, and in the next video we'll begin with Dockers.